What's up guys, today I'm going to go through some of the fundamental filming and editing tips when shooting with a drone. Today I'm using the Dji Mavic 3 drone, and this is a huge upgrade from the previous drone I was using. They've extended the flight time to 46 minutes, which really allows you to get a huge amount of content. You can also shoot video in up to 5.1K, which makes it so easy to add visual effects in post-production. And the quality from the videos that I've shot on this over the past few weeks really is amazing. So I've really been enjoying flying this drone over the last few weeks. If you want to learn more about the Mavic 3, then I'll leave a link in the description and you can go check it out on DJI's website. So first of all, let's have a look at the settings that I'm using on this. Every time I fly a new location, I open up the Pro settings, and the first thing I'll do is set the white balance. So if you're not very good at setting the white balance, then a tip is to click the auto button and then press it again. The drone will automatically set the white balance for you. And you don't want to leave it on auto because then the colors will change throughout the shots and it's going to look a bit weird. So next up is the resolution and frames per second. I like to shoot in 4K 24 frames per second just because I find it a bit quicker and easier to edit. For the color settings, I like to use D-Log, and the Mavic 3 also has a color display assist. It makes it easier for you to see the exposure, which is kind of nice. And then the coding format, I just leave that in H.264 and the format in MOV. And then moving on to the camera settings, you want to keep the ISO as low as possible. And then the shutter speed, I like to keep at 50th of a second because I'm shooting in 24 frames per second. You want to try and always have the shutter speed at double your frame rate to keep that nice cinematic look. And then I'll adjust the aperture so that the exposure is closest to 0 as possible. The aperture I like to keep between 2.8 and around 5. And the Mavic 3 actually comes with this really nice set of ND filters so that you can put them on in bright sunlight and keep consistent settings. So now that I have the settings all set up, I'm going to go through some of the features that I mainly use. On the Mavic 3, it comes with this new feature called the Spotlight, which allows you to select an object on the screen using your finger. Once you've selected the object, what it will do is track the camera to the object, and it allows you to fly the drone freely, allowing you to get some amazing cinematic shots. The second feature that I really like to use is a point of interest mode. This allows you to select an object on the screen, set the drone to rotate around that object. It also allows you to get some super nice cinematic shots. And the third feature that I mainly use is the hyperlapse feature. Hyperlapses give such a unique perspective and they're so easy to do on a drone. So I always try to get at least one hyperlapse when I'm out shooting. Another feature that I really like on this drone is that you can control the zoom in one click like on an iPhone. You can go from 1x zoom to 2x zoom just by clicking the button on the right hand side. Okay, so now moving on to some editing tips. So my first editing tip when it comes to editing drone footage is to pick the best shots from what you filmed. So I see a lot of people adding in the parts where they're turning the drone around, panning up and down to set up for the shot, and it just comes across as really amateur, and you don't want people to see that part of the shot. So you just want to pick the nice smooth parts of the video clip because it's going to look way more professional. So once you have the shot selected, the first thing I like to do is actually add more stabilization. The Mavic 3 does a really good job of getting super smooth shots, but sometimes if it's windy and the drone's flying really fast whilst trying to track a subject, sometimes that can cause some camera shake. So on this video clip, for example, there's just some very slight camera shake. So for this one, I'll go ahead and add stabilization. And now we have a way smoother, more cinematic video clip. So my third tip is to add some sort of zoom in or zoom out throughout the video clip to emphasize the movement of the drone. You can do that in multiple ways. Select the video clip, go up here to the transform, hit the keyframe on the scale, go to the end of the video clip, and then add a zoom in. Because it's 4K, we can zoom in quite a lot and the quality will still be really nice. So yeah, it just emphasizes the motion of the drone. It's a subtle effect, but I think it looks really nice. The third effect, another really easy one that you can add to drone shots, especially drone shots that are flying in a straight line, either forward or back, is called the vertigo effect. I'm going to add it to this video clip here. To add the vertigo effect, what I need to do is start the video clip zoomed in and add a slow zoom out throughout the whole video clip. So what I can do is select the video clip, go up here to the scale, hit the keyframe button and add a zoom. Let's go for 150%. You can even change the position. We can start it so that the sunrise is more in focus. And then I'm going to go to the end of the video clip set the scale back to 100 and also the position back to the center. So now, even though the drone is flying forward, it gives the impression that the background is getting further away, and that's called the vertigo effect, and I think that one looks really cool. So the final effect that is a little bit harder to add but looks really good on drone footage is the rotation effect. Because the Mavic 3 and a lot of these drones which have gimbals, they can't rotate the camera. Adding it in post will give such a unique look to the video clip. So to do that, what I'm going to do is go to the beginning of the video clip, hit the keyframe button on the scale and rotation. I'm going to set the rotation to -10, and then I'm going to scale the video clip up to fill in the black gaps on the project. And then I'm going to go to the end of the video clip, set the rotation to 10, and we'll leave the scale. So now if I play that back, we have this rotating effect, which almost makes it look as if a helicopter is coming up and banking around the subject on this shot, which is super cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Just some basic filming and editing tips if you want to improve your drone footage. Thank you to DJI for sponsoring this video. It was awesome using the Mavic 3. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.